know by my reaction that already I have spoiled about the ending to this review. I have spoiled everything that is going to happen at the show. But I don't give a shit because the game has risen once again. WWE Royal Rumble 2016 live from Orlando, Florida. Oh boy, let's get started with this show, shall we? Now, I will say this. Florida crowds, in general, are normally not that good. I know everyone's going to be like, but Chase, NXT is in Orlando, it's picked there. Yeah, well, it's taped twice a month, and people can travel to go to NXT, so it's not that hard to imagine that fans around the world would actually want to travel to go to NXT. Just saying. And so, I was expecting this crowd to be sort of dead tonight, just being bad, not reacting to shit, just being absolutely boring. And would you have it, they were actually lively and well, which helped this show a little bit, in my personal opinion. Now, they weren't over the top. Wasn't a hardcore wrestling city, but they were good. So, Orlando, you get a nice little golf clap from me in the crowd reaction department. And I know a lot of people say, does that really matter when it comes to a show? And yes, it does fucking matter. Some of the best moments are when the crowd is involved in the match, and we all remember it because the crowd was going apeshit and crazy. If these guys are not freaking getting the crowd into it, or the crowd's not trying to get into it, then what makes this show good? That's what I say most of the time when I watch matches. If they don't really have good crowd anticipation or crowd reaction whatsoever, I'm going to be like, man, this match is not really all that good. You know, I'm not expecting every match to be on the Hulk and Rock level at WrestleMania X8, but I'm expecting crowds to at least somewhat be entertained for what they're watching. So anyways, we kicked off the night with the last man standing match for the Intercontinental title, Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose. Good starting match. I felt this was one of the better starting matches that you should start off with. I felt the IC or the US title definitely had to kick off the show, but I felt they did the right move by kicking it off with the IC title match, because really, to be honest, this match had a stipulation. It would get fans wet and going all the way. They'll just be saying, oh my god, it's Kevin Owens. Oh my god, it's Dean Ambrose. Let's see these two beat each other up. And so that's what they did. That's pretty much what you saw from this match. A nice little PG last man standing match with Dean Ambrose retaining and me still sitting there saying to myself, what are they going to do with Kevin Owens? Because if any of you motherfuckers say, oh, Kevin Owens and freaking Undertaker, ha! Ha! As Undertaker would do at SummerSlam, because no, I do not want to see Kevin Owens and Undertaker. This dude can barely beat Dean Ambrose. I don't care how many tables he went through in this match or whatever. If you can't beat Dean Ambrose in the last man standing match, how are you going to buy me that you're going to beat The Undertaker? And know what he did at the Royal Rumble did not help me either. So I don't care what anyone says. The next matchup, we got the tag team title match, basic match between the Usos and the New Day. Nothing really much to say here, but the New Day retained. So that's the right decision, because New Day is more entertaining than the Usos. United States title match between Del Rio and Kalisto. Now, in my Royal Rumble predictions and preview video, the match itself, it was like one of the Raw matches that they had, but they extended like 3 extra minutes with near falls that were just way too predictable. It didn't have me at the edge of my seat. I'm going to be dead honest here. It was a good little in-ring matchup, but I didn't really care for it all that much. It just felt like the Raw match, except they just added 3 extra minutes. So what's so special about that? But anyways, what I said about Kalisto in my Royal Rumble preview is I called him a wannabe Rey Mysterio. And a lot of people were sitting there like, how do you want to be Rey Mysterio, Chase? Just because he wears a mask and a luchador? No, you fuckers. This is why he's a wannabe Rey Mysterio. Motherfucker is just pretty much painted like Rey Mysterio. Dude has no original bone in his body. Dude is already using the Eddie Guerrero card. Kalisto wasn't even close to fucking Eddie Guerrero like that. He's presented as some colorful little goof that freaking loves kids. This is all Rey Mysterio. This is pretty much Rey Mysterio. He's just some high-flying, happy little luchador. They don't try to make Kalisto feel different than Rey Mysterio. I mean, sure, Sin Cara, they didn't really do much of the same with Sin Cara, but at least Sin Cara had the lights, I guess. He didn't really feel like Rey Mysterio, trying to be a wannabe Rey Mysterio when he was trying to get his push. But Kalisto feels so much like Rey Mysterio with the way he comes out, the way he's presented, the colorful little clothing that he wears, and the same freaking matches that he puts on. It's the same shit that Rey would do when Rey was past his prime pretty much. I mean, Kalisto, yeah, he can still do some kicks, but the way they book him, they don't try to book him to be innovative or original. Like, remember when Rey Mysterio first started in WWE? Rey Mysterio would at least get some offense going on in the beginning of matches, and Rey Mysterio would do some cool move, and you're like, God damn, that's why I watch Rey Mysterio. Kalisto doesn't even do that. Kalisto does all his cool shit as his comeback crap. So he's like worse than Rey Mysterio. So I shouldn't even call him. No, you know what? He is a wannabe Rey Mysterio. He is. I don't care what anyone says. I'm trying to just say to you guys, like, if you guys do not see how pathetic WWE's trying to make him like Rey Mysterio, because Rey Mysterio sold mass, so they think this motherfucker can. And I don't know what, I am wrong here. Because Rey Mysterio was the most successful luchador under the WWE banner. I know all you motherfucker technical asses are going to be like, no, Eddie Guerrero Jr. No, I'm talking about fucking guys actually wore their masks and they have to get force removed them in Mexico. I know he got his mask removed in WCW. I'm not stupid. But still, Kalisto's a wannabe freaking Rey Mysterio. So I don't know what else I have to say. I'm not going to defend that point anymore. He is. You guys want to get pissed off and bitch and moan about it, go right ahead. I don't give a fuck anymore. Because that's what Kalisto is. He's a wannabe Rey Mysterio. And wannabe Rey Mysterio won this freaking U.S. title match. Good for him. Let's see what the fuck they do with him. Maybe they'll book matches where he doesn't get beat down all the time and then he hits his little spinning kick comeback and does the Salina del Sol through many different variations. Man, that sounds like John Cena but smaller and stupider. Divas title match. Solid Divas match. I thought it was a nice match before the Rumble, in all honesty. Not the best you'll see from Charlotte and Becky Lynch, but solid Divas match. Becky Lynch, she has a really good way of connecting with the crowd. I don't know what it is, how she does it. It's very mystifying to me, but she does a really good job with that. So I'll give Becky Lynch prop on that. Solid Divas match. Then after the match, for whatever reason, Sasha Banks come out, and then she attacks Becky, and then later on she like daps it up with Charlotte, and then afterwards she attacks Charlotte and making this claim for the belt. Fans were going bonkers and crazy. So which means I don't know if Vince is going to push her or not. So, but hey, at least my girl Sasha got some screen time. Now it's on to the match that everyone cares about. The match that pretty much everyone watches pay-per-view for. The 30-man Royal Rumble match for the WWE World Heavyweight title. Now, if you actually believed in God, you would have already know who was going to win this match. And you were just watching this match just for enjoyment. See, I followed the path that the Schlegdaddy led me. I was okay with this path. I wanted this man to become my world champion since fucking October. So, you know what? I am not mad about who won the Rumble. I don't think the IWC is collectively mad who won the Rumble. And I think this helped this Rumble match a lot. That not a lot of people are pissed off who won the Rumble. Man, that's the truth. Last 2 years, like, I felt 2014 Rumble wasn't actually that bad of a match. But people hated it because Batista won. Now, 2015 Rumble, that match was terrible. It made no fucking sense what they're doing. Why was Big Show and Kane in the final two? I don't know. And the way Reigns won by just cocksucking off The Rock, that hurt right there. But I was okay with that. And I think having a good winner helps the Royal Rumble out and helps you remember this Royal Rumble. Now, let me talk about what I liked about this Rumble and what I disliked about this Rumble. And of course, the major thing I liked will be saved for the end. Things that I liked from this Rumble. The phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Hey, AJ Styles in the WWE. I don't know what that DMX music was that was playing in the background. Like, like I didn't feel like that's AJ Styles whatsoever. I mean, I'm sorry. Like AJ Styles doesn't scream hardcore rap music to me, especially the way he looks now, looking like a country redneck hillbilly. Like, would you associate this guy with some country rap, with some rap music? No, I associate him with country music more than anything else. So I thought that was hilarious. But seeing phenomenal one AJ Styles, that was cool to see in the WWE. He didn't really do anything in the match that was AKA phenomenal, but I felt this was more of a match for him to kind of break into the WWE ring, because I can only imagine he only had probably like a few days at the Performance Center. He probably didn't get to adjust his body to the WWE ring, and each ring that you wrestle in is a lot different. It's not like every wrestling ring you're going to step in is going to be exactly the fucking same. So, you know what? I thought he was just trying to break into it, but he didn't really do anything phenomenal in this match, but at least he had a pretty decent showing. I was expecting a lot better, like when it came down to who was going to eliminate him. He got eliminated by Kevin Owens, and no, that's not in the dislike section. I just didn't really care for it, but I felt they could have done a better job. R-Truth setting up the fucking ladder. This shit was golden. I love R-Truth. When R-Truth was running down the ramp and he stops and he goes underneath the ring, I was like, what is he doing? And he grabs a ladder. Just amazing. And then he climbs it looking for the title. I understand if R-Truth didn't want to take a bump to the outside unprotected and all that stuff. I'm not mad that Kane didn't push him off the ladder. That shit was gold. That shit was funny as hell watching that moment right there. So you know what? I can't hate on that. That was great. He thought it was a ladder match. Oh, R-Truth. Number 3. This was for the most part, a good top-heavy Rumble. And what that means is where, a lot of bigger stars kind of wrestle in the beginning of the Rumble. So it doesn't make the Rumble lull away as, some of the little mid-carders are in the match. Like, sometimes what happens at the Rumble match is that they will throw in, like, 2 guys that are pretty well known in the front of the match. And then afterwards, they'll throw all these freaking mid-carders that man, they ain't gonna win this shit. Like, they'll throw out, like, half the social outcasts out there, or they'll throw out, like, freaking random dude on ECW that you saw once or twice. Like, they're not going to win the match. Why are they in here? Type of deal. And then they keep on wrestling, and then they keep on coming out, and then you don't get the real motherfuckers, the real guys who are going to win the Rumble until 16. But this one, I felt they evenly placed it out. We got some good top-heavy guys in the first numbers. We got some good top-heavy guys in the middle numbers. And we got some good top-heavy guys near the end. So you know what? I felt this Rumble was well-balanced when it came down to who came out and all that other stuff. I was entertained throughout the whole Rumble match, just knowing that, shit, someone's coming out next, who's it going to be, and being actually interested, not being like, okay, here comes all the main eventers, or okay, here comes the rest of the jobbers type of deal. So that was nice to see that this Rumble was very top-heavy and all that other stuff. For Zayn and Owens, this little stare down and stuff, that was really good. It was a good way to get Sami Zayn involved in the main roster some way, somehow. Even though I think their NXT feud and their ROH feud in general is just followed by hardcore wrestling fans, I still think it can transition well on the main WWE storyline if they present it well. And hey, if anything, maybe this helps the network if people actually want to watch the backstory of the Owens and Zayn feud, unless WWE ruins it by giving us a bajillion video packages for it. So I thought that was a pretty good way to introduce Sami Zayn to the main roster once again, because really the only time other people saw him was when he was facing Cena and he got injured. So good for Sami Zayn. Now, of course, there's one more major thing I like, but let's talk about the things that I didn't like from this Royal Rumble, such as the Wyatt family takeover. Oh my God. I knew this was going to happen in the Rumble match. Like, it was just so obvious that the Wyatt family were going to have a takeover for it. And now, here's the thing. I don't mind that the Wyatt family had a takeover. I actually think that would have been a smart thing to do. What I dislike about the Wyatt family takeover is just how lame it was, man. It wasn't like what I was expecting at all, because I actually like those moments where someone's taking over and we're waiting for that fucking babyface to come on down and save the day. That's what I like about sometimes in the Rumble match, where someone comes down to save the day, like the odds are against them, there's alliances formed. It's good stuff to me, at least. So when I was expecting this Wyatt family takeover, I knew who was going to break it up. I already knew in my head who was going to break it up. It was picture perfect clear that Brock Lesnar's meathead ass was going to break up that Wyatt family takeover. But the Wyatt family takeover, it was just like weak. They kept all the major stars in, threw out all the mid-carders, and they didn't really do anything else. And then Brock Lesnar comes, I felt way too early. I was like, man, Bray Wyatt should be coming in before Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar comes, eliminates all of them like they're nothing. Then Bray Wyatt goes and freaking tells these motherfuckers to get in the ring and eliminate Lesnar, which they do. And I'm like, what the fuck was... Like, that's it? That's what they're going to build up for Wyatt and Lesnar? It's like, dude, okay, I get it, WWE. Brock Lesnar is your, like, golden child. He's your Terminator and all that stuff. I understand it's hard for you to book this guy like he has no challenges because he defeated The Undertaker's undefeated streak. I understand that. But god dang, dude, way to make the Wyatt family look like chumps. Like, they got eliminated 3 times by Brock Lesnar. It's not just like once or twice. Brock Lesnar was still throwing these fools outside the ring. It wasn't even like Bray Wyatt's deed or anything like that. It was Braun Strowman. And why is WWE obsessed with pushing this cunt? I'm being dead serious. Why? What makes me look at Braun? Like, Braun Strowman is not a impressive big guy like Reigns or Ryback, where I look at their size and I just look at the look that they have and I say, man, dude, these guys are money. Braun Strowman is just a goober. Like, he's Goober 2.0 for Sheamus. He's a Care Bear. He's lame in the ring. When he was punching off with the Big Show, those punches looked so fake. It was like Big Show was selling them way too nicely for him. I don't know, man. I don't know what Vince's fascination is with this dude. But why did he get the elimination on Lesnar? It just didn't feel like Lesnar and Wyatt had any tension whatsoever. And I felt it was a lame way to eliminate Lesnar. It was just like, I really wanted WWE to try to find a new creative way to eliminate Lesnar in this match. I get it. They want to do Lesnar and Wyatt. Sure, I guess. That's a cool storyline. I don't know why, but seriously, this is the best way you can eliminate Brock Lesnar, who is probably one of the major guys that you're hyping up in this Rumble match. I don't know. Feels kind of fucking weak if you ask me. So the Wyatt family takeover and the way Lesnar was using this Rumble match was pathetic because, like, seriously. He throws out the Wyatt family member 3 times and he gets eliminated by Braun Strowman. Like, what the hell? Speaking of stupidity, oh my god. The Super Cena-esque booking that Cockfist got in this match. Now, thankfully, Cockfist did not win. But, oh my god. This had to be saved for John Cena. The way this Royal Rumble match played out, WWE had to be saving this for Roman Reigns' dumbass, or for John Cena's dumbass somewhere down the line, because this was so Cena booking. First off, Reigns barely wrestles in the Rumble match. He gets pulled out by the League of Nations, and then freaking gets beaten down on the outside, and all this stuff gets thrown through tables. And I'm saying to myself, this is so stupid. The Wyatt family, they get it. And that's when it's sad, when the Wyatt family are supposed to be a bunch of hillbillies and not be smart, but the League of Nations are associated with, like, the smartest man on the planet, Vince McMahon. The Wyatt family understand. If we want this guy out of the match, we have to throw him out of the ring. Vince McMahon literally threw Roman Reigns underneath the ring, like with the League of Nations, beat him up on the outside, and then think, all right, Sheamus, just throw him back in the ring and throw him out. Let's get the fuck out of here. He's not going to win the title. They didn't think that. They were just like, oh no, we're just going to beat him up. What the fuck is this shit? Like, why did you even put Reigns at number 1 then, if this is what you're going to do with him? Just have it where he gets beat up like midway through the match. Like, I understand Roman Reigns has the best cardio. I understand that you probably didn't trust Reigns to go through the distance of this all. But how the hell does this make us feel better? Well, he got beaten up really bad and he came back and he almost overcome the odds. No, that feels like John Cena booking to me. And I do not want any John Cena fucking booking. Not with the cockpits, baby. Leave the Cena crap. I'd much rather take it where Reigns is laying against the corner the whole match, breathing his ass off, than him freaking taking a nice little rest backstage before coming back and acting like he's some goddamn hero. What was that crap? Seriously, what was it? But yeah, Reigns, the way he was just presenting this match just felt so Cena to me. I don't know if it's just me being negative on Reigns as of late, but it just felt so Cena-like. He gets pulled out of the ring, gets beaten up, near the end of the match, oh, here comes Roman Reigns, what if I'm champion now? Like, I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, Chase, it's like Stone Cold when in his Rumble match. Okay, no, stop it. Stone Cold Vince McMahon Rumble match was totally freaking different. It's not like Vince was number 2 and Reigns was number 1, and Reigns was beating up Vince during the Rumble match, before the Rumble match, all around to the arena, and then Vince had all his cronies beat up Roman Reigns. It was like Austin wasn't even in the ring at first. Austin and Vince started outside the ring, battled throughout the whole ring, and then Vince thought he got rid of Stone Cold, and Vince McMahon the whole time was sitting outside the ring. Okay, so no, don't even compare. Reigns just gets beat up while he's still wrestling, and then he comes back and he has a chance to freaking win. Like, it's just stupid. Just dumb. Just dumb. But other than that, that's all I really dislike about this Rumble. Honestly, I can't dislike anything else about this match because praise God. The game, Triple H. You know, you have to do it. Everyone thought Triple H wouldn't win another world title. Cena's at 15. Triple H needs to catch up some way, somehow. 14 world titles? That's not enough for Triple H, baby. And of course, we get what we want. Triple H as WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He put over Cena at WrestleMania 22, and by God, 10 years later at WrestleMania 32, he's going to do the same thing to Roman Reigns. That's when you know your company's in trouble, because you always have to go to God to fix your problems and save them. WWE, maybe you should stop believing in God and move on. But then again, that would be a sin. And none of us are sinners as professional wrestling fans. I would like to thank the Schlegdaddy from the OTRSCentral for leading me down the path of Triple H winning the World Heavyweight Championship. Because you guys know me. Since October, I've been wanting Triple H to become my World Heavyweight Champion. Now, Schlegdaddy, he laid the path. He talked about what Triple H would do to reach this point. And I was hoping that it would come true. I was praying it was coming true. I was saying it was coming true because I believe that much in God. And I don't know about you guys. You guys may say you believe in God or something like that, but obviously you're not believing in the right God. Because my God is trying to help me fix professional wrestling. My God is trying to make sure professional wrestling is fun again. And by God, God right now is going to be a great heel world champion. Oh, I can't wait to Raw. Seeing that freaking heel promo by Triple H. Oh, it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be great. Good. 14-time world champion. WrestleMania 32. We have Roman Reigns versus Triple H as our champion, baby. Oh, baby. That's going to sell out the AT&T Center. Ah! I still just can't believe Triple H is main eventing WrestleMania 32. He main evented 22. Now he's main eventing 32. It's crazy. You would have told like freaking 13-year-old Chase, yo man, WrestleMania 32, Triple H will be world champion. I would have laughed. I'm laughing now, but it's for all the wrong reasons. Praise God. But anyways, Royal Rumble 2016. A solid show. I will say that, just a solid show. Well, not an amazing, great, awesome show, but a solid show. Crowd was involved for most of it. The matches were tolerable to sit through. I don't feel any storyline advances were made with any of the matches, in all honesty. Owens and Ambrose should be done, which is good. Charlotte, I guess now she's feuding with Sasha. Goodbye, Becky. Your little 10 seconds of fame is gone. New Day and Usos, who cares? Because WWE didn't try to make us care about this. It's the New Day winning in a cheap way again. Whoop-de-pucky-doo. Kalisto and Del Rio, I hope that's freaking over. Oh my God, I want to be Rey Mysterio versus Del Rio. I don't want to see that shit ever again. Go find a new heel. Maybe Stardust can get a freaking rub or something. I don't know. And the Royal Rumble match was actually pretty damn good. I actually thought this was a fun Rumble to watch. Especially because, you know, you got the pop moment early on with AJ Styles debuting to the WWE. And then later on just kept on being top heavy from the start. You sprinkled in your jobbers in between. The Wyatt family takeover, yeah, it was a bust, but whatever. Lesnar pop was cool. And then later on you had other stuff. Roman Reigns being Super Cena. But, hey, you know what? I felt the match was fine. I felt the final two was cool. Seeing Triple H and Dean Ambrose giving the IWC just a little bit of hope that Dean Ambrose would win. But Dean Ambrose obviously does not believe in God. And that's why he didn't win. Because if you don't believe in God, you're not going to beat God. So, yeah. Triple H winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship was truly a mark-out moment for me. I'm not saying that to be fucking sarcastic. I've been wanting this guy as my world champion since October. This is my third time saying this in this video. I needed this. I needed another reign of terror in my life because that was when I remembered after the Attitude Era, the only thing that kept me watching wrestling was just to see someone take the belt off this motherfucker. At this point, I want to see how long Triple H keeps the belt. I want Triple H to selfishly break CM Punk's 434-day record just to spit it in Punk's face. It sounds freaking boring to you guys, sounds terrible, but guess what? Reign of Terror was actually fun to watch. Reign of Terror actually made me care about world title matches, unlike in today's professional wrestling. And that's the truth. So anyways, Royal Rumble 2016, a very solid show. What did you guys think about it? Comment down below in the comment section. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter at ChaseOliver68. Check out the SoundCloud where I upload Chase and Matt Talk Sports and a bunch of other podcasts on there. I'll see you all next time. Enjoy your day. Peace.